Hello, it's your host Joe Broster and welcome back to Watch Out Radio, the show where I bring in different artists every week, show the music they like and showcase some of their music. Today's episode 3, we are joined by Brad and Harris from the band Freeparty. So guys, how are you doing?
Yo, hello.
We're good. We're very good, thank you.
Yeah.
Great to have us on.
How's your day been so far? What have you been up to?
I ate some food. I made a promotional video for a song, and then I'm here now.
Yeah, because you're in the year above me in the same course.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Heavy.
How are you finding like third year?
It's good, but there's a lot to balance, and I think the hardest part is the balance. It's not necessarily like the workload. It's just being able to sort your own life out so you can actually do it.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
And especially when you're in a band as well, it's hard. I even in because I'm in second year, I'm finding it hard now to do like the radio show and the work on top. So obviously a band's quite a big commitment. So.
Yeah, it's the travel and like just getting about, because you have to make sure that like if I have an assignment due, and I'm the type to leave it to like 2 weeks before at least before I even make any progress on it. Yeah, I know. So I have to really watch out. We travel far sometimes. Like we've been to Brighton, and that takes like a lot of just planning and actually executing the drive.
I literally work for that as well.
Yeah,
I didn't show up to work to do that.
So I forgot to say, do you want to introduce yourselves? Tell a bit about yourselves and stuff. So we'll start with Brad.
Yeah. So, me or the band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Brad. I am 23 years of age. I'm the oldest in the band. I'm originally from Sheffield, and I moved to Leeds to go to uni, and I ended up forming Freeparty with someone I moved in with. But now I've graduated uni. I did music production, so I've got a degree in music production, and now I work full time. That's about it really.
Cool. And Harris?
I'm a student here. I'm in my third year. I'm 22. I was the youngest member of Freeparty until somebody else took that off me, our new drummer. So I don't even have that claim to fame anymore. I play bass and sing a little bit as well.
Cool.
That's about it, really.
I never said I'm the actual singer as well.
Yeah, you.
That's the singer.
I'm
lead singer. Yeah. So obviously we've got some songs today you've chosen out. What would you say about the songs? Are they more like have they got influence in your own music, or is it just sort of personal songs that you like?
I think it's the influence for the songs we've been making. To be fair, especially for this song we're gonna share later.
Yeah, we have our band's a bit of a tricky one because we're all really into different kind of music and really like vastly different music. So like we pull from everywhere. But as far as this song goes, the 4 songs that we have picked best describe what we made.
Yeah,
I think we may all actually like these ones.
Yeah.
As well, agreeably.
Yeah,
great.
Which is hard to do.
So should we get into it then?
Yes.
So the first song is "Ceremony" by New Order.
Yes.
Banger.
Anything to say about this one?
It was the starting point for what came out as Anniversary. Like we had a song with the same title, Anniversary, and it sounded a lot like Ceremony. It was like we were obsessed with the song at that point. We thought we want to have a song.
We were listening to it the most at the time.
Yeah.
Especially like Joe as well.
Yeah. And we had a riff, didn't we?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the riff?
Joe had made a riff, and we used this riff for the original Anniversary that we made. And it turns out it's basically the exact same riff as you're going to hear in Ceremony at like one point of the song.
Okay.
So we did end up changing it, but now it's worked out like even better on it.
Yeah.
And I've kind of kept the melody of the riff in the chorus. So I'm actually singing that original riff. So I've swapped it.
Yeah,
so instead of playing it on a guitar, I'm now singing it in the melody.
I feel like a lot of artists and a lot of songs do sort of originate from other songs, and then they sort of, and then they obviously alternate it a bit and stuff. So anyway, let's get into the first song. That was Ceremony by New Order. Very, very indie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very indie. Is that like, is that the main sort of, losing my words here, theme of like is it mostly indie or is it a bit of a mix?
It's a mix of sound in it.
Yeah, I mean, New Order's kind of a tricky one because they are indie, but at the same time they pulled from like post-punk and like electronica as well. So there's a lot of like, I think we can sympathise with that, like struggling to put a name to the face kind of thing. Like we are just as a band so different individually that it just makes whatever you hear. Like the next song we've got coming out, totally different to Anniversary.
It's really grungy. It's a lot more grungy. A lot more like, I'd say like the Benz album by Radiohead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
great album.
Yeah, I'd say that because they have 3 guitars as well on that album.
Not stealing or anything.
So the next song we've got is I Can Change by LSD Sound System.
Almost.
LCD.
LSCD. Sound System, my bad.
LCD.
LSCD?
LCD.
Okay, let me redo that. I Can Change by LCD Sound System. There you go.
Yes.
Anything? What do you have to say about this one?
I think this is just because in this it's all electronic in it.
Yeah. So this guy is like a solo artist who kind of combine. He was like he got about by combining like the punk ethos with like electronic dance music in the 2000s, and I guess Anniversary is for us the first kind of venture we've had outside of our comfort zone when it comes to like recording, and especially with the drums in that song. It's a drum machine that's playing on a loop, and we got inspiration from definitely LCD Sound System because that's what he does. It's like all samples and different kind of parts stuck together.
Like, probably one of the best acts I've ever seen live as well. Like 100%.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good. It's kind of like because it's like kind of like dance music as well. So all the crowds are just like loving it. But it's also like really heartfelt music as well.
Yeah.
Which is like hard to mix.
Yeah, that's the best when like you go to a live gig and they get the crowd involved and the crowd going.
Yeah.
So just in case anyone on the show didn't know, Anniversary is your new single. That's just been out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing it later.
Yeah.
I've purposely not listened to it because I wanted to hear it for the first time.
Oh, cool. That's great.
On this. So give my raw opinion.
I like that.
So yeah, next one is I Can Change. I Can Change. And let's get into it.
Take me
Okay, that was I Can Change by LCD Sound System. Very synthy, very dancey. So is that sort of the vibe that you want to go with is it Anniversary? Or was it, Anniversary.
I'd say yeah, but there's no synth in Anniversary. We kept it all guitar music, but it's more, we had like dance in mind, and like I'd say LCD Sound System are the best. He's the best artist that combines dance music and indie music put together.
Yeah.
And obviously in Anniversary you're gonna hear there is a drum loop which is like kind of like, which has made it more electronic.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, we in as far as like LCD Sound System goes, you kind of look at like all the layers of synths as like kind of different instruments, and we kind of replicated that in Anniversary, but with guitars replacing that. So there's a lot of like dissonance and kind of playing off each other, like in like the headphone mix you've got like a left, right and a center guitar, and that kind of comes together to essentially replicate what synths would be doing in that song.
Okay, cool. So I have a little break now. I'm gonna ask a few questions about stuff. So how do you think the band's doing at the moment? Are you happy with like how it's going, how it's progressing?
Yeah, I think we're doing. I think we just keep doing better, to be honest. I think we just hit like over 1,500 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
We just played a sold out Brunel show, supporting Oliver Pinder. That was like one of the best gigs we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think at minute we're writing some of the best songs we've ever written.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all the thing that's missing is blowing up.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You never know. It might be this episode on TikTok.
I hope
so.
So I hope so. TikTok's a bit of a weird game. You never know where the tide's gonna go. It's like being in the middle of the ocean with no boat or anything. You're just getting swept away.
Yeah, I know, it's random, but that's really good. You sold out show in Brudenell. It's really impressive.
Yeah, well, it was obviously the Oliver Pinder handles, but we're still playing in front of like a sold out.
Yeah, it was full room. It was great.
And did you have good like feedback from the audience, do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We actually ended up, so we made some new T-shirts, and we thought, I'll sell like a couple to my mum and my dad, and we ended up selling like 20 T-shirts all to random people. So we ended up banking some P as well, didn't we?
Top marketing on it.
Yeah, I didn't play. We had like some volunteers to help us sell the merch, and they actually did a really good job.
Your cousin?
So, yeah, my cousin.
That's good, because I feel like, I mean, I've not been in a band myself, but I feel like starting a band, especially like nowadays, is quite financially hard, because obviously for like the first, like it could be even the first few years, you don't actually earn any money.
You make no money at all.
Like personally, we haven't seen any profit ourselves from this. It all goes back into the fund, so everything that we make goes back into it, and that's the only way that you're going to ever get anywhere.
You can't treat it like a job at all.
Yeah, unless you have a fat trust fund or something.
Yeah,
like
unless
the
you're
only
rich.
way.
Yeah, unless you're rich. Or you've got a dad who's in the music industry, or like your mum's chuffing, I don't know, Caroline Flack or something like that.
Yeah, you've got to be prepared.
It's a bit of a nepotism band going on.
You got to be prepared to lose, because if you're not prepared to lose, then you're not going to get anywhere in it, and that's the down low, really.
But I mean, hey, by the sounds of it, sold 20 T-shirts. I think the money's going to be coming in.
Yeah, you know it.
That's better to make money.
So I was looking on Spotify, and the top 3 places that stream your music is in Australia.
Yeah,
we don't understand that.
it's through the release radar on Spotify. I think we get a lot of. I think it's Sydney, Melbourne, and somewhere else. Where I was looking on the app a few days ago, and I was just like, how?
Yeah, because I was confused as well. Because like my sister, she travelled Australia for like a couple of years, and we had like Before come out. I remember her showing people from Australia, and it boosted it up in Australia. But it can't be that.
No, well, Before,
that's like a couple of people.
Yeah, Before was our first single we released in 2022. 2022, yeah. So 3 years ago. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I'll take that Australia.
Yeah, I think it's United States as well, and US.
But I didn't even
Australia,
know that.
and UK.
I didn't even know that.
Well, there you go. You know now.
I mean, it's good from Spotify doing the
release radar.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of small bands talk about that, and like how it's really good. So what's the upcoming plans? You got anything exciting coming up? Obviously the new single that's came out.
We have the debut EP coming out in summer.
Yeah, our first 4-track EP will be coming out later this year with the title track Skin.
Oh, exciting.
Which, if you've seen us live, you'll know that's been in the set for about 2 years. So it's a song that's very close to our hearts. We're very happy to be getting it out into the world this year.
Any upcoming gigs?
Yes, we have one on the 31st of this month on the Monday at Hyde Park Book Club. Yep. And then we also have a headline at Sydney and Matilda in Sheffield on the 5th of April. Yeah, 5th of April.
Saturday, 5th of April.
And there's another one
at people.
Yeah, there's another one at Hyde Park Book Club as well later in the year on the 16th of May, supporting Irish band Cardinals.
Yeah, can't wait for that because they're like actually a really good band. Yeah. I was listening to them yesterday, and I was like, oh shit.
They're good,
They're
aren't
actually
they?
really good.
Yeah. Great.
So, yeah.
I mean, how, like, I'm interested to know, I haven't actually asked a band this, but, like, the first gig you've ever done, is that, like, I mean, I'd just be so nervous, because it's, like, it's the first time you're playing live, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you guys?
Well, I think we were both in different bands, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think me and you were the only ones that were in a band before this.
Yeah.
And Joe. Because the first gig I ever played was when I was 16, so I already had experience. But I think like Kieran and the drummer at the time, that was their first gig, weren't it?
Yeah.
So I think for them it'd have been scarier, but it was still like a bit nerve-wracking.
Well, you're playing with new people at the end of the day, yeah. So it's going to be like it's still the unknown, regardless if you've done it before. Like every gig's a complete different experience. That like, well, your first one's most definitely the one that's going to make you shit your kegs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But any band's first gig is always packed because all your mates like, what, you're in a band?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool, I've got to see that, you know what I mean, and your family. So it's always packed your first gig, no matter who you are.
Yeah, I do find that the more people there are, the easier it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel way more nervous playing in front of a crowd of like between 0 and 10 people. Yeah, because
you think it's like, you just think you're wasting your time, don't you?
Yeah, because you
just don't play like you would.
Almost like not as much motivation.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And that's more scary than actually playing to a whole room of people, which is weird. Yeah.
So the next song we've got is PDA by Interpol.
Yes.
I think I've actually got that one right.
Yep.
Anything to say about
Harris,
Interpol.
Song.
Yeah, this is my favourite song. This I put it in this playlist to do with Anniversary because it's that guitars and the dissonance again with the left and right kind of creating some kind of brain. I don't know what it is. It just makes me. This song's a great song.
A bit like the Killers, when like you take one earphone out and you can't even hear them singing.
Or the Beatles, you know what I mean? It's like completely different. They do a lot of like panning and stuff, and especially with the way that the two guitar players play, I think it really resonates with how we take our approach to writing songs and stuff. It's kind of just like really simple, straight chords, but
very drony.
It's the layers and what you add
it's the layers
to it.
and the producing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get into it.
Past
That was PDA by Interpol.
Yes.
Very. You were loving that, weren't you?
Oh,
It seemed like one of your favourite songs, would you
It's
say?
probably my favourite song.
Your favourite song,
Yeah.
Best song on that album is.
I'm so surprised I didn't catch on to this band until I came to uni. It was insane. I was like, just transformed my opinions on like playing bass and everything. It was like, whoa, who is this
we
band?
saw him.
We saw them live.
We actually saw him live, didn't we? I forgot about.
Yeah, one of the best gigs as well. Interpol
really?
live.
Yeah.
I was too drunk.
I feel like when you go to uni, like there's obviously a lot of things that like you go through and like you learn, but like I feel like with music and stuff, and also like your style. I mean, not with everyone, but like I've learned so much like more music. Didn't really word that well, but like I've learned a lot of like music that I didn't know about, just from like meeting people, like listening to their music, going to gigs and stuff. I was talking to the Glass Frogs in last episode that like it's gig culture's kind of different now because most people in like first year and like especially first year, but uni overall will just go out like club night. They'll do the whole like pre thing and go out, and it's like a lot. Yeah, and it used to be more of a like people would just go to gigs, go to the pub, see like the local band or whatever. But now it's like you wouldn't people if you went to first year or like even like second and third years like pre's and be like, oh, we're going to a gig after this, they'd probably be like, what?
Yeah, I think it's only like certain crowds of people that still go to gigs and see local bands.
It might not be as popular, but it's a very tight knit community. So there are familiar faces who come to our shows of like people, and we know them, and it's like they're continuously coming and supporting us, and it's nice. But with like the club nights and stuff and like that whole culture, I think it's more like it appears to be kind of like a follow the leader type thing, where it's like if one group of people do it, then the rest think that is normal. Where I think more people should be more willing to just be open to new ideas and kind of let's go to a gig tonight instead of going out. Let's anything. I
feel like clubbing is dying off though.
Yeah,
like the clubs, there's loads of clubs shut down.
Oh yeah,
it's like everyone just goes pubs and bars.
Yeah,
which is better.
Yeah, you are right though. It's a lot of like follow the crowd, isn't it? In first year, you want to make friends. You want to
you've got to.
You've got to. But like, there's also a lot of like music venues that are closing down as well.
Yeah, which is
shit. Sad, isn't it? Yeah.
Leadmill in Sheffield, isn't it?
Well, Leadmill's been like threatening to close down for ages, hasn't it?
I know.
But it's like, why? Like, why would they want to get rid of like live entertainment? You know what I mean?
But it's such an iconic venue. It's like, how can such an iconic venue be on the brink of like closing constantly? That's just not what it should be like at all. It's kind of scary. But there are plenty of venues, especially in Leeds, that like I wish would never close because they've been such like a special place to us.
It's like they want no one to be creative anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we're on to the artist time, I call it.
Yes.
So obviously we're playing your new single Anniversary.
Yep.
So tell us about it.
Go on, Brad. Tell us about Anniversary.
Okay. So Anniversary is our latest single. I think we've had it. I don't know how long we've had it. Maybe like a year or a bit less than a year.
Yeah.
But I think it started off as like an idea, and then I think we changed it around quite a lot. I don't think we had an actual like outro for it until like day before a gig or something, and then we like quickly just made an outro. But then I'm sure we even changed it at the studio as well.
Yeah,
we've changed it around a lot, this song.
Yeah, it only actually became how you hear it, or about to hear it, like while we were in the studio. We didn't have any idea what to do with it, and we just thought like, let's just lock in and you just do it, and we did it, and that's that's what it is, and we're really happy with it. It's the best version of the song we've had.
I think I wrote the lyrics about finally getting rid of that like something or someone that's been like a grudge in your life, but it's also about the process of mourning, because like I kind of wrote half of it and then didn't write the other half, and then when I went to write the other half of it, that was more about the process of mourning. Okay. So I could have just wrote it and said I don't know what it's about and let everyone just figure it out.
Yeah,
but that's what it's about too.
Bit of a hybrid song.
Yeah, like a hybrid song.
So the best songs, though, you can kind of interpret it in whatever way you want. Like it's all about personal connection with things, and I think lyrics are the kind of entry way into understanding someone else's art and feeling. It's it's special.
It's true. Like I feel like whenever you listen to a song, like your mind connects that to something that you're going through a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Especially like the classic, like breakup song. Like you're gonna obviously relate that to your breakup.
Yeah,
or a lot of the time. Not yours specifically, Harris. No. I don't mean that.
Don't go there.
But yeah. So let's get into it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You take up all my time. You sudden state of mind. It eats away my life like a common fly. You only buzz and die. Oh yeah.
So that was Anniversary by Freeparty. That was great. That was actually really good. I really like that little outro bit, the riff. Yeah. I feel like that would be really good live. One of them songs where it'd be really good live.
It feels good to play live.
Have you played it live?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've had it a while, haven't we?
Yeah, but we only started really playing it live. I think we played it once or twice before this version existed, when we had it like kind of loosely writ, and the first time we played it, like as the song as you hear it, was just amazing because it felt right. We were playing it the 2 times before, and it were like we'd finish the song, look at each other, it'd be like, yeah, it was good performance. Something's missing.
I think it was one of them where like the outro was actually really hard to get tight.
Yeah,
we've already just kind of got it tight, to be honest.
Yeah. And you were saying how the drums sort of goes like if you wear headphones. Is there a word for it?
Yeah, so it's called auto touch panning.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Where basically you just, cause when you pan stuff, you'll click auto touch on like your door, and then you just go like that.
Yeah.
And then it'll like record it in, kind of thing.
And so basically, to the viewers, if you listen to it on your headphones, it'll sort of feel like the drums going like from left to right, all around the.
Yeah.
That was the producer's idea.
Yeah. So big up Harry Jordan.
Harry.
Big up Harry.
Talking about producers, I saw on your Spotify info thing that you got the Strokes producer.
Yeah, Gordon Raphael.
How on earth did you get that?
Do you know how I did it? Just messaged him on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. He lives in Leeds.
No, he doesn't. He lives in Hebden Bridge.
Sorry, he lives near Leeds.
And he has a residency with Iger Studios. Yeah. So if you want to record with Gordon Raphael, the Strokes producer, just send him a message and you can do it.
Don't be scared, just message him.
That's mad. And like, was it quite expensive?
No, not really.
I mean, it's probably standard price, but quite expensive.
Yeah.
Was he like a nice guy to work with?
Yeah, obviously at first, well, I know me and Joe definitely were starstruck because like my favourite band in the world is The Strokes, and like one of my favourite albums is Room on Fire, which is what he produced.
That's
so
nice.
like when I walked in, it just didn't know what to do. But it's like shit.
I mean, all
He
those.
just produced like the soundtrack of my childhood.
Yeah, I know all the memories of making it.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask if he can come on the show.
It's like when he when kind of we saw him in person when we first walked into the live room, and I was just kind of looking at him, and on the vinyl cover of the debut Strokes album there's like a little pull out thing, and it's got like the faces of the team behind the scenes as well, and he's on there, and I was just looking at him, like looking at the vinyl and then looking back at him.
Oh my god!
I'm just like, I've seen him in person. It's like weird, but I've not just like watched a concert and seen him on stage.
Yeah.
I've worked with him and spoke with him, and we've like made a song
He's a nice
together.
guy, so he's a good
Yeah.
guy.
Which song was it that he produced?
It was Dan Slightly Said and Tell Me, and Dan Slightly Said's probably the song that's done the best out of all of them. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it shows that producing.
Yeah, I
is-
do think we got some extra recognition just because we produced with him. But
think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we did, but
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're coming to the end of the show. My words are going all over the place today. Thanks for coming on the show. It's been a good chat.
pleasure.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm gonna have to come to one of your gigs.
Yeah, well, as we said, we've got many coming up.
Yeah.
2 in Leeds. Yeah, 2 in Leeds, 1 in Sheffield, and we have some others that we haven't announced yet, but there will be more.
Yeah. And do you want to say your socials and stuff?
Yeah, it's our Instagram is. What is it?
Our Instagram, oh my god, our Instagram is all lowercase Freeparty_band. The TikTok is the same. Facebook is just Freeparty.
Cool.
Instagram
really
is
cool.
our main platform, though. Instagram, innit?
Yeah, but we're trying
That's
to
where all the
we're
followers are.
trying to grow a TikTok. So if you're watching this on TikTok, hi.
Please follow us and like our shit and repost it and save it and comment.
There you go. Might be famous now. You never know.
No.
Yeah.
What would you do if one morning you just woke up and it was like 5 million views and you got loads of followers and they're all buying tickets? Like, what would you?
Quit job right there.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably open like a proper bank account.
Yeah.
And try and get
Open a proper bank.
yeah, try and get like a proper credit score and that. You know what I mean? Like,
We've got to get a credit card.
yeah, I'll get prepared so I can get like a proper sick car and a mortgage or something.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Everyone, go stream Anniversary by
Yes,
Freeparty. It is a really cool name. That. I was saying to you when I first met you, I was like, you were saying like, I'm in a band. I was like, what's it called? He's like, Freeparty. I was like, that's a cool name.
It was a great way to grow an audience at first because everyone was the sesh heads thought it was like an actual like DJ event, and they'd turn up and they'd be like, what are these 5 knobheads doing with guitar? I was like, what are these?
So yeah, thanks for coming on the show. It was
You're
a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Hope it blows up and we all become famous.
Yep, I hope that too.
And go stream the song, go see their gigs, and yeah, thanks for coming on the show. I've not got any confirmed people for my next show, but there will be one.
Yep.
It will happen.
Insert name here.
Insert name here.
Freeparty Part 2.
Freeparty
Dudley's
just-
coming out. Every single that comes out will come on.
The Strokes producer.
Every time.
But yeah, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you in the next episode. Adios.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.